Hi there, welcome back to my channel. I can say that now, by the way. I do have a few subscribers. Thank you so much for supporting me. Anyway, this is a short story time about the time I accidentally won an art competition, even though I clearly did not deserve to win. I promise there's a more longer, well, not exactly longer, but a more detailed video coming out soon, hence the wait. Okay, so this story takes place back when I was around 13 years old. My mom's workplace was holding this sit and draw art competition for different age groups. And my mom, being my mom, without even asking me, decided to sign me up for it. Which is like, thank you, Mom, for appreciating my interest, but I am not a competitive artist. Please. I distinctly remember the day my mom came back home from work and was like, yeah, I signed you up for an art contest. While I was internally freaking out and decided to back out almost immediately without even giving it a second thought. Keep in mind, before this, I have never participated in any kind of art contest, ever. But my mom, being my mother, somehow convinced me to give it a shot and just make the best out of this opportunity. Okay, so the day of the competition rolls around, and while I'm on my way to the venue with my dad, I realize I forgot my crayons at home. So, on top of being a jittery freaking mess, I also had no coloring materials. Thankfully though, my dad managed to track down a stationery store and got me some oil pastels. Crisis somewhat avoided, my dad dropped me off at the venue. The organizer, a middle-aged man who looked absolutely dead inside, led me into a room full of other kids my age. Dude, one look at that room and any remaining confidence I had left in me just vanished instantly. Every single person in that room was locked the fuck in. They all had super expensive shiny new art supplies neatly arranged on their desks, while I walked in with half-chewed pencils and a box of $2 oil pastels. To say I wanted to melt into a puddle on the floor is an understatement. The tension in the room was insane. Everybody literally looked like they were about to go to war, ready to emerge as the next freaking Pablo Picasso. I remember looking around the room and everyone was freaking hunched over their papers, hands moving with extreme precision, like this was a matter of life or death. I'll be honest though, I don't even remember what I drew. All I know is that it had a tree with colorful leaves. I'm almost 10,000% sure it wasn't super cool or detailed. If anything, I remember being annoyed that the colors weren't blending properly and ended up looking really choppy. After about an hour and a half, the competition ended and I went home without thinking much about it. At that point, I was 100% convinced I either lost or the judges were so appalled by my drawing that they tore it up and threw it away. A week later though, my mom comes home all happy and chirpy and tells me the results were out and that I got third place, which is firstly, how? What? How? I swear, I drew the most dog-shit painting imaginable. If I could go back in time, I would go and tear up that piece of paper and just shove it up. Okay. There wasn't some crazy prize or anything. I did not win a cruise to Disneyland or a trip to Miami or something. It was just the certificates and some chocolates, but honestly I was pretty proud of myself. It was my first art competition and despite walking in completely unprepared, I still managed to place third among all those kids. Fun fact though, I think that was the last time I ever touched oil pastels. Even to this day, I don't know how to use them and to be fair, I don't really care enough to learn.